Okay, hi there. So, have you ever wondered how you have the WhatsApp application on your phone? How was this even made in the first place? Okay, and then so how did this get to your phone? And so you might say, okay, someone just made it and then posted it on the Play Store, and I downloaded it. Okay, but in this video, I'm going to take you through the process on how that is actually done. Okay, so the first thing is that before you build an app, you must have an idea or a problem that you're trying to solve, and then you feel that an application is the best way to solve that particular problem. Okay, so you have an idea, you make a lot of research on the idea. Who are your competitors? Who are your target market? Who are you targeting to have the application? And then what's the impact you're trying to have? What are the possible problems you might come up with? So you do a ton of research. So if you're making the app more of like getting money off it, how can I get a lot of money from the application? Or so you research, and when you're satisfied with the research, then you come and have a wireframe of your app. So now the wireframe is simply a skeleton of how the application simply is gonna look like. Okay, how is this gonna be, where is this gonna be? Okay, so you can have a pen and paper. There are softwares to use like Figma, but you can have a pen and paper and just draw out your application. Okay, so I want this to be here, I want that to be here. It's just a rough sketch of your app in black and white. Okay, so after you've done that and you're satisfied with that, the next thing is where the UI UX designer comes into place. Okay, so this is the person who actually designs the application for you, and you see it in real life or in real time working. Okay, now UI is simply user interface and the UX is simply user experience. So now the user interface or the user interface designer is the person that actually designs your application, how everything looks like. Okay, what should be here, what should be there, what should be there. So like in this case, you can see this is a WhatsApp application. Now this is the user interface of the application. Okay, let me come to design. So you have a time, you have the WhatsApp name there, you have the icon, the search icon, you have the frame with the picture in it and the name and all of this, the time that the message came in. So after you've done your wireframe, now you come and design it. So the user interface is actually using the wireframe, the rough sketch you have done, to actually make a design, bring in the colors, the right colors that represents the company, how everything should be arranged, do all the designs for each of the. So you can see you have a ton of artboards. It's actually small, I didn't even go into it, I just did few to show you how it actually was. So this can go, depending on the app, it can be just so plenty. And then okay, so you have the different aspects. So like in this case, I only decided to design the part that has to do with the charts, yeah, how the chart interact with each other. Okay, so okay, you have the charts, you have the, when you click on this, it opens this for you. Okay, when you click on the search icon, it opens this particular place for you. Okay, the same thing with the search. Yeah, so your status, if you want to create a new status and all of this, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the WhatsApp application, so you literally know how it works out. And so that's it. Well, we have all of this design now. This design is totally inanimate. Okay, so it's not actually doing anything, it's not actually working, so we can see this in real time. Now this is where the power of the UX designer comes into place. Now the UX designer is the one that actually designs the way the user interacts with the app. So how, what is going to be the experience of the user while it's actually using the app. Okay, so like you can see now I'm actually designing, so I'm using Adobe XD to do this, and I'm in the design part, I'm doing all the design. Now we come to the prototype. The prototype is where now you wire everything. Let me select all the artboards, so you can see now, so everything is simply is connected each other. So it's like a neural network, like artificial intelligence. So you have each component, single components that are connected to each other. One leads to the other leads back to the other. They are connected different parts depending on your application. Okay, so that's it. So this part is very great in that once you get this done, it takes a lot of time, but it makes the work easier for the person that's actually going to program or code your application. Okay, the one that's actually going to develop your application, he follows this pattern, sees how everything works in real time, and then has little or no problem to face just to build the application. So for example, you can see here, um you can see, like, if you click on the search icon, it connects you, it takes you to the search bar when we are still in the same panel of the charts where you can actually search for something. So if you click on the status, it takes you to the status panel. I've designed all of this, now it's just connecting. Once you click on one part, it takes you to the other part. Okay, Let's say for example, if you click on this camera, it takes you to the camera part where you can actually take a photo. Or let me give you an example. So if you click on this camera now, let's say it will take me to the place where I can select the contact. Yeah, although this is wrong, but I just want to show you. So if you run this just to check it, so you see, and then you press here, you see that? Okay. So it takes you. So now the user experience is simply you are seeing how the application is going to work in real time. Yeah. So it's design everything, connect everything. So you have not even programmed the app, but you are seeing how everything is going to work. Okay. So now this design itself, you can, if you download the Adobe XD application, you can run it on the phone and see how it's going to work, how everything is going to look like without having actually to develop the app and all of those things. So if it's really a good project that you actually want to work in, then you move into the next stage where the programmer comes in and the programmers come and start to code the application. So you can see the different components. Okay, got that. Mhm. Okay, so those are basically the components you have in a WhatsApp application, and you can see exactly the same thing here. So I've designed everything, did the prototyping of it, seen how everything is going to work like. So for example, okay, I'm hired to actually design the WhatsApp application or any kind of application. So you go through the UI UX design of it, so make sure everything works well. Then you show it to the person or to the customer and say, okay, this is how the application is going to look like, this is how it's going to work, this is how everything are going to be connected with each order. And then if you're satisfied with it, then we move into the next stage where you have to actually code the application. You can use different programs, Flutter, different frameworks, Flutter, React Native, depending on you can use Java too. So depending on the tool that the programmer is going to use or the programming language, and then you come up with something great. So I hope you love this. So this is video simply to demonstrate to you how applications are really designed, the process they go through. Okay, so learn to appreciate every app that you see there. So it takes a lot of effort, although some are terrible, but it takes a lot of effort to just do simple things like that you consider simple. Why is this button or why is this button green? But it takes a lot of work. Okay, so and the design of it, the prototyping of it. I can even share the project with other people so they can work on it. Currently, I'm not connected to the internet, but you can share the project with others and they work on it and send it back to you, see the feedbacks and all of those things. So I hope you love this video. Please subscribe, share the video, like it. So just keep practicing. Let's say you have different apps on your phone. You could have Snapchat. Open the Snapchat, see how each of the parts work, and see if you can actually design it. As you start to design, you come up, you'll be faced with problems, but then as you solve this problem, it becomes easier for you. You learn, more experience is built up, then it becomes easier. You find shortcuts, you find quicker ways of actually solving the problems. Yeah, as you keep on doing, keep on practicing, it becomes easier and you become quick and faster in it. So it's not something very complicated. It just takes in a lot of practice and a lot of effort. So once you keep practicing, you get it and then you're perfect on it. Okay, so please like the video so other gets to see the video. Comment, just let me know how you what you think about the video. Okay, so it helps me so I can make more videos like this. Or if there are points that you think you need more explanation on, then let me know in the comments below. Okay, till we meet again. Bye.